evening, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Hopefully everything's working correctly. Let's see. Looks like my audio might be a little... My mic's on, but my audio from my game is not working. Let's figure that out. It's been a hot minute since we've done a live, so bear with me. Let's see here. See, that should work. Let's go check it out. I don't know why it's not really working. Let's listen to it. Hang on. Hello. We're gonna be working on the inside of my house today. So let's see if this is... Yeah, there it goes. It's working. Good. Just making sure. I don't know why. Out there wasn't working, but everything's working now. So yay. All right. Yeah, I've been away for a little while. Went out of town, as you saw with my if you haven't watched it yet, my newer video where we went to or I and my partner went to the Orlando Sea Life Aquarium to the Animal Crossing event. So if you haven't watched that video, please go do it. It's a little side quest adventure. But then we had a little bit of an upset, family upset. His dad, who was sick with cancer, unfortunately passed away this past week. A week ago, actually, from today. And it's been kind of a very somber, sad week for obvious reasons, but we're trying to get back into it, and we are trying to move on, and yeah. So our last thing here to do on this island is to decorate the inside of our castle, or my house on the Slumber Island. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and do that, and no webcam today because I am recording this, because this is going to be the final video in the series. I will have one coming up on Friday, which is the Lost Woods. So yeah, this will be the last walkthrough video. But let's see what we can do here. Can we make this room bigger? I guess not. That is definitely going to be the entrance and exit. And I feel like we probably will definitely be changing the lighting in here. We're gonna bring it down a notch. I wish we could make this slightly bigger, but I doubt we're gonna be able to do that. This is going to be the main entrance. The basement is definitely going to be a very cool little nod there. But we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do. Obviously, the dungeon wall is going to be downstairs in the basement. But we need some very regal walls here. So we need to make a decision. I feel like there's been more regal walls in the past, and this newer... I wish there was a darker version of the white wedding wall. I feel like this is a little bright, but I think we can darken it. I mean, that's doable for sure. I think the stone flooring, I mean, maybe the marble. Because I feel like the stone flooring would probably be better in the basement. But I also feel like it's necessary here. Decisions for sure. I think the stone flooring will definitely work throughout to give that kind of very regal palace vibe. I mean, that works too, but again, let's see if we turn it down. Turn on the lighting or something. I just feel like it's not really doing much, is it? I feel like that's too bright for me. I feel like that's too bright for the vibes of Hyrule. Like it has its necessities, obviously, but let's get some inspiration. I want kind of like Link to the Past. I want, you know, I want to kind of devise from all of them. And usually, yeah, there's a lot of red. There's a lot of, you know, which I feel like we could probably emulate a little bit, because the stained glass is definitely something that we need to keep. But like, can we, let's see. Yeah, we can. All right, hang on. What is this gonna look like? This might actually work. Let's kind of center it a little bit more better. I wish it was a little bit of a darker red. Like the main. But it'll have to do. I think it's gonna have to do, for sure. Hi, how's it going? And I mean, this simple red mat, how red is it? It's kind of too bright. We need more kind of like of a burgundy. We don't really have that, do we? I thought for sure I had kind of a darker red in the collection. Can't you really use the Argyle? I mean, that's more of like Kakariko Village. I wish this was a little bit more red. I'm going to be honest. But it might have to do. it's gonna have to do to like emulate what we want to go for here, but we need to make this room a little, just a tad darker. Again, I wish there was like a dark gray version of this wall. That would be so clutch. And this is where we're gonna definitely use that boss key pattern for like the dungeons and whatnot. I've been holding on to that for this specific time. Did not mean to do that. Okay, that's not what I want to do. What am I doing? All right. Let's put these above the doorways. Try to make sure they're not too offset. We're going to try to make this as regal as possible, if that is doable. I mean, the back room will be like the main throne room, maybe? We need to get some guards. Let's find the guards. Definitely need some decorative pillars. We want a concrete one to kind of... Or do we want the one that kind of matches? Let's see. Is that too gray? Is that too dark? This one I didn't. I found online. Now I did make the beetle pattern. Let me get a hold of one of the things to show you. No, this was from a criteria search. The one that I did make is this one, this beetle one. All the other ones I found on a criteria search for Zelda, basically. And this one I think I found on Pinterest, and I favorited on my Pinterest on my YouTube channel. It's linked through there. All of these other ones have just been criteria searches, actually. These train tracks I didn't end up using. This is from my main island, but this is another one that I used for Goron. And yeah, I just typed in the search Zelda and lava, and I couldn't find a beetle one, so I ended up just doing that last live that we did here on the channel. I did make that beetle. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the Korok was just a criteria search. Just look up Korok and then, or just Zelda. Like I found the Lon Lon Milk, the Sheikah symbol for Kakariko. This was just on a main Zelda search. The little Link to the Past Zelda was on a main search, and then the boss key was on a main search. So, yeah, the only one that I couldn't find through searching on the portal was Beetle. So, thank you. That was a lot of fun to make, actually. He was a lot of fun to make. I have to post the code for him up on the channel, and make that available for anybody that wants to download that. But thank you. But yeah, I need to probably go through and make a whole mega list of everything that I used and how I found them, and just like the codes for sure. But Thank you for the follow. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Liege. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But my Slumber Island is just kind of an amalgamation of a lot of Zelda games. There's definitely Breath of the Wild using the Guardians and Tears of the Kingdom, and but there's going to be a little bit of Link to the Past. There's going to be a little bit of Ocarina. There's going to be a little bit of Twilight Princess, and it's going to be basically just a walkthrough and a love letter of some of the greatest hits is what I kind of want. I didn't want to dedicate one part because I love so many of the Zelda games. That was another thing I probably need to go do on this particular live. I meant to go down to the beach at one section and add a little Wind Waker, because I do have, let's see if we can pull it up really quick. I thought I downloaded, let's see, I did. I have Tetra, and then I have regular Link. Or no, that's, what is the little girl? What's her name? Tetra's down there. And I haven't put out the Coco. Hang on. It starts with an M, and she was able to be a Animal Crossing character in New Leaf. I am brain farting. What is her name? Medley. She's a Rito. Isn't that cute? And of course there's a little sneak peek of what's going to be in my Lost Woods. You've seen the Goron if you're on my channel, and the Bloopy, which is another Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. That was a criteria search. So if you look up Bloopy through the portal, you should be able to find it. And of course the Zelda owl, the owl from Ocarina. My favorite is probably the Goron, but yeah, let's keep looking for our guards here. This is definitely making me want to have like an actual full Zelda island. I mean, making the Slumber Island was really, really fun, but to have like a full Kakariko village with actual villagers, and I wish we could actually have more than just 2 of the Zelda villagers. Like we had in New Leaf, we actually had 3, and that was really fun, and I wish we could get that again. Where's our guard here? There he is. Of course, I'm referencing like Breath of the Wild's castle and Twilight Princess. I feel like Skyward Sword doesn't ever get any love, and I feel like I probably should give that a little bit of love. I feel bad, because Skyward Sword was definitely a cute game, and it doesn't get as much as it should, much love as it should. Let's look at some more. Okay, we definitely need some candles on the wall. Let's make him a dark copper. Just to kind of make things a little darker in here. We're gonna try to make the whole mood a little darker in here, just because it's always kind of creepy and moody in the castle. And that's what you kind of want. Probably. You know, you're probably right. It just kind of got lost in the shuffle, I think, after coming out after well, I mean, you had some of the DS games, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, but coming out after Twilight Princess, which was just such a revelation of a game, in my own opinion, probably the best Zelda game. I mean, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are fantastic, but as a game standalone, like amazing memories of playing that game and replaying it, and the character development, Twilight Princess, I just the all around mood of it is just fantastic. And we're not going to talk about Majora's Mask because I have a lot of trauma in that game. We won't speak of it right now. All right, what else? Let's try to keep it a little bit. Maybe we will do... No, the stone's fine. I think the stone's okay. Do we do flags? We probably could do the flags that we did outside. Where are they at? Let's see. They're the banner flags. I wish we could do the little, there's like the little fancier ones that we used too, but you can't use a pattern on those, which kind of sucks. I have to be further down. But I will definitely make a mega code list of all the, there they are, of all the different, patterns that I used, because I know that people are gonna probably want a lot of stuff, because yeah, now that we have the Zelda items and the Zelda characters available, Zelda Islands are definitely popping off for sure, with good reason. That might be too much. With the banner flags, I don't know. Same though. Same. We might, I mean, it's a different red, but let's see how it looks. It's a darker red. It's not terrible. I mean, it breaks some stuff up a little bit. I don't know, I kind of like it. Okay, why is it... I wish you could have like some ominous music playing. Good. Oh, great. All right. Dark red might have to be a keeper. Ooh, the healing sound might be. That's a little much. I don't know, but the space is kind of ominous, like you're going to go meet a boss. Oh, that might work. That might work. Well, the basement is going to be, that's actually a pretty good idea, but the basement, I don't know, but maybe I could do a side thing, I guess. I was going to let it be a dungeon, and that's where, I don't know if you've ever played Link to the Past, but I do have a pipe outside, a Mario pipe behind one of the, castle areas, and, that's going to lead down to where you can go into that. Hello, UG. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, it's gonna be like the whole little thing where he goes and he finds his uncle at the beginning of the game when you first come out of Link's house, and you have to go find your uncle. And he's traversed into Hyrule Castle and gotten down into himself locked up in the dungeon. So that's gonna be a little Link to the Past, little nod there, I think. We've got to make this darker in here, man. It's the walls, but again, I wish we could get the walls a little darker. Oh man, yeah, that's a weird price. That's a weird price for that. That is one of the only Zelda games I don't think I've ever played. Is Minish Cap. I've played a lot of Zelda games. Link Between Worlds 2 is one of the ones that I missed out on that I want to go back and play as well. I mean, I played all the originals. Original gold disc, or the gold cartridge. I played through Ocarina. Unfortunately, played through Majora's Mask. It's tragic. Really enjoyed Wind Waker and Toon Link and Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Those were just very similar, very fun. And as we were talking about earlier, Skyward Sword gets kind of, you know, forgotten about, browbeaten, and doesn't deserve it. It was fun. Have I gone back and replayed it? No comment. Now, I have gone back and extensively replayed Twilight Princess. Okay. No. We have the stately wall. That's a little... Well... I mean, I do like... I was thinking about adding Tingle. That was... We might have to go add, like, some kind of Tingle reference, for sure. That's a little more ominous. We'll go add some Wind Waker references before I forget at the end of the stream. We're gonna keep the main walkthrough kind of simple, kind of Kind of like that. And then we'll go back here. I'm trying to debate which room I want to be kind of like a boss fight room. I mean, we could... We're definitely going to have to add effects as well. I wish we could make these rooms a little bit bigger. Even though they're in, you know, Slumber Island, I feel like they should be a little bit bigger. I feel like maybe the top floor should be something... I feel like I'm missing like some very needed wallpapers. I feel like I have every wallpaper in the game, but I also feel like I don't. I feel like the back rooms should maybe be a boss fight, but it's like not, it's not that big, but I feel like maybe it should be. I don't know. I mean, we could... Let's see. I feel like if we put like Godzilla in here or something, it's gonna be really big. Hang on. I mean... Why not? But if we're gonna do another Link to the Past kind of reference... This might be too small. Let's see, hang on. Or I could just... Let's see how this works. Hang on. I have an idea. I have a scrap of an idea here. Where is... Let's make her like really small. Where is the... I probably just blew right past it. I feel like I did. Maybe not. We're gonna be using this a lot, so we're gonna bring these out. Oh crap! We need to use the rope partitions back there. We'll go put those. We'll put those out. What is gonna blend in? blend in a little bit. Maybe I should use white to kind of blend in with the background. This is more in tune with Link to the Past, but actually kind of looks better with the dark, because it looks like it kind of melts with the... I mean, maybe? I mean, he changes in Link to the Past, if I remember correctly. In the throne room. So I feel like, but he's got, like, Zelda locked up too. There we go. Quick little boss room. Give me just a moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. My partner wanted me to go and look at the space launch that's happening. Wish I could get excited about that, but I'm a huge space nerd. But there's just, I kind of want to work on the basement here. You just scrubbed the launch for right now. It's not completely scrubbed. It's like pushed back 6 minutes, but I really want to work on the basement. Let's go work on the basement really quick. Of course, we've got plenty of room down here. Oh, we need to go back up and do some effects. Alright, and we need the fluorine. And the actual dungeon wall, that really works. And we have to put the pipe in here and make sure that the pipe works. Because this is where you're going to be able to traverse into. We might put the boss key down here too. Put down some barrels. Here we go. All right. We're gonna go ahead and put the pipe back here. Put our barrels over here. We're definitely probably gonna have to put a guard down here. Maybe just one. Easy to fight off. If I could find the uncle. I feel like we need to pixelate and make the uncle from Link to the Past. That would be kind of funny. Needs to be spooky and dark down here, but we need a little bit of light. Alright, I'm gonna go watch this launch really quick, guys. Alright, pretty sweet. They are off. I feel like it's a little too dark in here. That's better. Man, maybe we lose the blue. I think. Now let's make sure this works. Yay! Fantastic. Now that's gonna be a little... I feel like I need to put the well right there, but the little rock is kind of a... kind of the giveaway. Let's try to... Can we go back in? Hello? There we go. Yes! Excellent. I'm so happy about that. We need the sound from Link to the Past. The sound. It's not quite like that. It's not quite. But it's similar. Let's see if we can't. Find that sound in particular. There it is. There it is. That's what we wanted. Let me, before I forget, let's add some creepy effects or something coming off of our Ganon. What effects do we want here? The gloom swirl. She just put it everywhere. I wanted it on the chair. There we go. What could we have out here? I don't think steaming would make much sense, but let's... That doesn't translate. That translates. Alright, we need to put go. And for good measure, before I forget, we're going to have a little bit of a crossover action. Because this is also where we find Wolf Link down in a dungeon. We're gonna put him over here sleeping. Little nod, little crossover, but yeah, he's gonna be over there sleeping. Let's put this over here. There we go. Oh, we can't do that. We'll put some other effects though. That, yeah. And let's act like these guys are evil. We'll go ahead and do that in the main room too. With they're corrupted soldiers. Yeah. That's what we're going for. Alright, these side rooms are gonna be debatable. Let's maybe make like a library, because there's usually, you know, like libraries and whatnot throughout the castle. Maybe here we can start using the other walls. It's the only thing of this wallpaper is it like it's a little too bright. You can't quite get the effect we need. Like, I feel like it's not doing anything. Like it isn't. We'll work with it though, I guess. Oh, wrong one. I'll never forget the Kakariko Village portion where you had to go to the library in Kakariko Village and run into it and get the running boots. If you know, you know. Feels like this needs to go over. Okay, stop grabbing the mat. Let's put these back here so you can actually kind of walk around. I wish you could actually put something up there like boots. That would be kind of funny and kind of a callback. Let's not put something too much going on there, because then I'll be able to really move around. Cozy time indeed. Let's act like we can find like a heart container in here, maybe. Little, little kind of nod, I guess. Because there's always a library, and we always have to have a library. I mean, we can get back over here. Perfect. All right. You can probably put a little seat over here, maybe? Like a little stool or something. perfect. Guess you can't. Maybe this is a clue. You know, you gotta pick up some clues. Solve the Zelda puzzle. Oh, we need to fix the walkway right there. Hang on. There we go. And what's another good kind of fun, accessible side room? Maybe this other side room will be where you can find a chest with armor in it. And we'll put the pirate chest out there. I think that'll work. Let's do that. It's low lighting again. Do another stately wall, maybe. Just saw the pirate chest. Where did it go? There it is. I feel like we need a Legend of Zelda chest. There was one for Link to the Past. It kind of sucks that we don't have put like a old skeleton here. And it's wall mounted. Where's the spider webs? We need the spider webs. I need to go put that in the dungeon. We're gonna have to move that. Put that down here too. I had the suit of armor. There's a suit of armor. I know there is. At least I feel like there is. Am I going crazy? Pretty sure there is. Why don't I have it? Of all the things. That I don't have. I mean, that's a tingle. We're gonna have to go put that out. But, like, where? What? Yeah, why don't I have that? The heck? Of all the things I don't have, the plate armor? I know I've picked it up. That's absolutely wild that that is not in my inventory. Of all the things. You would think that I have that. Do I at least have the shoes? This cannot be. Oh my gosh. You know what we will do? We'll go ahead and... I'll go ahead and put the shield down here. We need our atmospheric creepy sounds. Alright. Then I think the top floor is going to be Zelda's room. I think that would make the most sense. All right. We'll do her flooring a little differently. Since Zelda is very scholarly and whatnot, I'm going to definitely have her a little writing area. What can we do over here? Let's see. Maybe let's see. That kind of, I don't know. That's kind of. Maybe just the white rug would be nice. Bigger one. Don't know if we do. Kind of a stately room, obviously. She's a princess, so. We don't see much, like, I mean, we could probably put something, hang on, what can we do here? Let's put the Sheikah up there, it has like a little, little nod there. Let's put it up here. that one's just a little too big. Let's see. Hi, how's it going? Oh, we don't want that on the wall. I feel like her little princess sandals should be kind of out. It's kind of cute. Her main dress would be really cute in here as well. We might put a couple of her outfits. Kind of scattered, maybe. Where is the downloadable outfit? I almost thought that was it. It's very similar. Well, what the heck? Well, there's Minoru's costume, but where's... I swear I'm passing it right over. There it is. Maybe we will hang on. Oh, come on. Let's actually hang that up. Touch her costume, that would be kind of like a little nod. Move that a little further down though. It's a little high up. There we go. Why is it the thing opening? Come on. Open this up a little bit. There we go. Put a fairy bottle you can find in here, and a little heart. Alright, and Zelda's room. Oh, hang on, we gotta do... We'll do, like, the healing noise. I always forget about the noises. There we go. Yay, Zelda's room. Okay. And back to the creepy. Wait, we didn't. Did we put a noise in the library? We didn't. I think that's fine. We don't need a noise in the library. Alright, I think we're done. Let's go. What do we need to do really quick? Move out of the way, sir. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go down this way. Go past the Temple of Time. This is where it was gonna be anyway. We don't have a boat that really looks like what we need, but we're gonna put a boat down here anyway. We probably can make something, but I'll just blow past the boat. There it is. I feel like we do need, hang on. The little Wind Waker emblem. But that's on the main ship. It's on the sail, really. Why do you put a dragon's head on this? What do we have that would work? Horns are giving, but I feel like nothing will be able to. Doesn't she have like a little harp? We need to put a harp. She has a little. Or is that? Am I confusing? I feel like I'm confusing. No, she does. But, I feel like we can't really convey that. The dragon. Head of the boat. I feel like we're gonna have to wake up and go see if there's like a... I feel like I should have downloaded that, but... Custom code, I thought I did. Oh, that's too on the nose. I mean, we do need boat, but... We do need a little bit of like a tingle reference. I mean, that hood is like really the only thing that screams tingle. We need a full mannequin. I don't know why we don't have one. I mean, that screams tingle. We have to back out and go find a Wind Waker. Code. Let's see. I doubt there's one for the boat. I might just have to do the on-the-nose thing of just putting a boat out. I mean... It's not incredibly creative, but... It's a boat. I think that's a cute little nod. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I need to go get some dinner. Just a quick finishing of our island here. There will be a main tour. I'm not going to tour all of it. You're not going to see very much. It's just a little bit. But, yeah. thanks for joining me on this quick little live tonight. I will be back very, very soon. Stay tuned for the Lost Woods video that'll be up on Friday, and if you haven't watched it yet, please go onto my channel and watch my Orlando Sea Life Animal Crossing event video. I went the previous weekend? Yes, last weekend. I got to meet KK Slider. Had a great time. But that's my newest video up, and be sure to check out all my other Hyrule videos to see all the different areas that I've created, and the complete walkthrough will be up next week. I'll see you guys next time.